this isn't a joke. They tried to destroy you, but something terrible happened. You need to see this. Open immediately. Archangel Michael says, I have been trying to reach you for hours, whispering into your spirit, pushing signs into your path, hoping you would stop and listen. But time is slipping, and you must hear this now before it's too late. The world around you has been painted with silence, but behind that quiet is chaos you never imagined. There are forces that once conspired against you, weaving lies, setting traps, and plotting to see you fall. They worked in shadows, thinking you would never know, believing their deception would crush your destiny. But something unexpected happened, something that shook the very foundation of their malicious plan. The storm they summoned to destroy you has turned violently against them. The hand that wrote betrayal is now trembling, and the power they thought they held has slipped away, leaving them in ruin. You've been sensing something was wrong. Nights have felt heavier, days unsettled, as though unseen eyes watched you from a distance. Your spirit wasn't wrong, danger truly surrounded you. They wanted your joy shattered, your name stained, your future stolen. But the heavens refused to let it happen. Archangel Michael says, I was there, standing between you and the darkness they unleashed. Their schemes carried venom meant to poison your purpose. But as they moved in silence, heaven moved louder. The trap they set for you was rewritten by divine hands into their own downfall. There was a night, not long ago, when they gathered, laughing about your pain, sure of your defeat. What they didn't know was that every word they spoke against you echoed in places they could not see. Angels heard. I heard. And at that very moment, divine justice was set into motion. One by one, their alliances fractured. The ones they trusted to destroy you turned on them. Secrets they buried have risen to the surface, and the people they thought would celebrate their victory are now walking away in disgust. The plan to harm you has backfired so dramatically that they are the ones crumbling in fear. You are not even aware of the full scale of this battle yet. Pieces of information will soon reach your ears, conversations you were never supposed to hear, documents you were never supposed to see. And when you do, you will understand just how close the darkness came to swallowing you whole, and how miraculously heaven ripped you away from it. Archangel Michael says, the terrible thing that happened to them is no accident, it is justice. The same cruelty they tried to unleash on you found its way back to their doorstep. While you slept, guarded and unseen, forces of light dismantled every piece of their attack. They are now trapped in a whirlwind of consequences. What they wished upon you has multiplied and returned to them tenfold. The lies they spoke about you now haunt their reputation. The deals they made to strip you of your blessings have turned sour, leaving them drowning in loss and regret. And yet, heaven says this is only the beginning. The full truth of their betrayal is about to unfold in ways that will leave you breathless. Someone close to them, someone you least expect, is about to come forward, unable to carry the weight of their guilt anymore. What they confess will shatter illusions and reveal the depth of darkness that once tried to engulf your life. Even as you read these words, the heavens are setting up divine encounters, aligning events that will make sure you know everything. You will not remain in the dark. The victory meant for you will not be stolen. You've wondered why certain opportunities were delayed, why relationships felt strained, why your path felt blocked. It wasn't weakness or failure, it was interference. People wearing friendly faces were moving against you while pretending to care. But now their masks are cracking, falling piece by piece, and soon they will stand exposed. There is a conversation happening behind closed doors right now, a frantic, desperate conversation among those who tried to destroy you. They are scrambling, terrified that you will soon discover everything. But what they fear the most has already begun. Justice is coming, faster than they can hide, stronger than their lies can withstand. You are stepping into a season where hidden plots cannot touch you anymore. The tables are turning, and soon the same people who mocked you will be silenced. Not by your hand, but by a power much greater, a force that has been watching and waiting for the perfect moment to intervene. The moment is now. Their power is gone. Their influence shattered. The connections they relied on have betrayed them. They are standing on crumbling ground, realizing too late that when you are chosen, nothing can uproot you. You will hear of their downfall soon, not as gossip, not as rumor, but as undeniable proof of divine protection. And when you do, you will understand why heaven moved the way it did, why certain endings had to happen before your true blessings could unfold. This isn't just a story of survival. It's the story of your rise from ashes they tried to bury you in. The world will see what heaven has always known, that you are unbreakable, unstoppable, and untouchable by their darkness. Archangel Michael says, "Prepare your heart. The terrible thing that happened to them is not your burden to carry, but it is your sign to rise without fear. Every step you take now is guided, guarded, and graced by the highest light. And as you walk into this new chapter, remember this: you were never alone. Through every shadowed attempt to destroy you, an army of light stood beside you, shielding you, refusing to let you fall. Now the storm has passed, the night has broken, and the dawn of your victory is here. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. But Archangel Michael says, "This is far from over, my child. The heavens have only begun to reveal the magnitude of what was done to you and how it has been divinely overturned. The forces that schemed against you believed they were untouchable, that their secrets would stay buried forever. But as of this moment, nothing they tried to hide will remain unseen. While they whispered lies behind your back, heaven wrote truth across the skies. Their actions created ripples that are now crashing back, drowning them in the very traps they set. What they thought would destroy you has become a beacon, shining light on every injustice committed against your name. Even those who stood silent while you were wronged are feeling the weight of divine conviction. Hearts are trembling. Eyes are opening. People who once followed their schemes are stepping away, choosing truth over deception. The foundation of their control is disintegrating, and soon there will be nothing left for them to cling to. This collapse is not random, it is perfectly orchestrated. Every moment of pain you endured was transformed into a weapon of light, striking down the darkness that moved against you. You did not fight this battle alone. You were carried, lifted, and shielded by forces beyond human understanding. The whispers of your restoration have already begun to spread. Someone who once doubted you is now speaking. Your truth behind doors that were once closed to you. Lies you never knew you had are rising, preparing to step forward and reveal information that will vindicate you completely. Archangel Michael says, "There will be a day very soon when you will stand and witness the complete unraveling of their power. You will see apologies you never imagined receiving, doors you thought were locked forever opening wide in your favor. And the terrible thing that happened to them, this divine backlash, is only the start of the reckoning. Their influence, wealth, and false reputation are slipping through their fingers. They are left to face the consequences of their darkness while you are being elevated into the light meant for you from the beginning. No one who tried to destroy you will escape this divine order of justice. One by one, their names will be exposed, their alliances broken, their secrets unveiled. And you will walk untouched, rising above the ruins of their failed attempts to erase you. This is why heaven has been urgently calling you to open this message. There is a window of time where the truth is cascading into your life, and you must be ready to receive it. You must know that this victory is not chance, it is the undeniable mark of divine favor. Soon, you will see movements around you that make no sense at first. People will act strangely, some will avoid your gaze, while others will rush to reconcile. Documents, recordings, and messages they swore would never reach you will somehow fall into your hands. These are not coincidences, they are the unraveling threads of a dark tapestry that once sought to trap you. When the last thread is pulled, you will see the full picture, and it will leave you in awe. For everything they tried to destroy in you has been restored in ways far greater than you ever imagined. Archangel Michael says, "Do not let fear or confusion hold you now. Stand firm and watch heaven complete what it started. The forces that moved against you underestimated the power that walks with you, and now they tremble at what they see unfolding. The path ahead will not be quiet. There will be noise, chaos, and desperate attempts by those guilty to shift blame, to rewrite history, to hide from what's coming. But they cannot outrun the justice of heaven. The same silence they used to harm you is now a deafening echo in their own lives, reminding them of what they've done. This season is your breakthrough. The chains that held you down are shattered. The whispers of your defeat have turned into roars of your victory. The darkness that lingered over your life is gone, and light is breaking through every shadow. And when the final truth reaches you, when the full story of their failed destruction is revealed, you will not just stand vindicated. You will stand transformed, stepping into a destiny far beyond what they ever imagined you could hold. Archangel Michael says, "Even as you take in these words, unseen battles continue to rage on your behalf. What has already been overturned is only a fraction of the deliverance happening in your life right now. Layers upon layers of deception, manipulation, and betrayal are being torn apart by divine hands that will not allow injustice to stand against you any longer. In secret rooms, there are those panicking because what they thought would remain buried forever has begun to surface. Hidden documents, concealed recordings, and unspoken testimonies are moving into the light. Even those who swore loyalty to the ones who tried to destroy you are quietly reaching out, revealing truths they no longer have the strength to keep hidden." Archangel Michael says, "This is not just retribution, it is divine revelation. The terrible thing that has happened to them serves as a sign to the world that no weapon formed against you shall last. The lies that once painted you in shadows are peeling away, layer by layer, until nothing remains but the brilliance of your restored destiny. And yet, heaven warns you, be watchful. Though their power has crumbled, desperation makes them reckless. They will attempt to twist narratives, to plead for mercy, to re-enter your life under the guise of remorse. Stand firm, for heaven has marked the difference between justice and false reconciliation. As the days unfold, you will witness undeniable shifts around you. People who once mocked you will suddenly fall silent in your presence. Doors that were slammed shut in your face will creak open, almost as if the universe itself bends to ensure your path is cleared. This isn't mere chance, it's the celestial rewriting of your story. For too long, darkness thought it had a hold on your destiny. It believed it could silence your voice, scatter your blessings, and leave you in despair. But as you stand here now, heaven whispers that your time of vindication has truly begun. Archangel Michael says, "What they tried to take from you is being multiplied in your favor. The opportunities they blocked will return with even greater force. The relationships they tried to poison will be healed beyond recognition. The success they tried to sabotage will become undeniable, even to those who plotted your downfall. There is a meeting happening soon, a gathering where your name will be spoken with awe and respect, not in whispers of malice as before. And when that moment comes, you will understand the full depth of the protection that surrounded you when you thought you stood alone. But you must also prepare for an emotional revelation. A truth is heading your way that will sting at first. It will show you the full measure of betrayal you endured. Yet within that painful clarity lies the ultimate release, the unshackling of your soul from the weight of deception. Once you know the whole truth, you will no longer carry unanswered questions. You will no longer wrestle with wondering why certain people acted as they did. The veil will lift, and with it, every lingering doubt that tried to suffocate your faith in yourself and your future. Archangel Michael says, "This is not to break you, it is to free you. What has been hidden must be revealed so that nothing from the past can follow you into the brilliance of what's ahead. Heaven has decreed that your destiny can no longer be delayed by shadows or secrecy. And as you embrace this truth, you will feel a new strength rise within you, a strength you didn't know you possessed because it was forged in unseen battles you've already won. That strength will carry you into opportunities so vast, even your adversaries will marvel at how far you've come. The ones who tried to destroy you thought they were building walls around your life, closing every exit and silencing your every chance of escape. But those walls have become their own prison. While you are being set free, they are being trapped by the very schemes they devised. Even now, heaven is dismantling their networks of deceit. Each person who played a part is being called to account. Those who lied are being exposed, those who plotted are facing consequences, and those who celebrated your struggles are being humbled before they can cause further harm. Archangel Michael says, "This is why you were guided here, to witness the power of divine intervention. The storm you thought would consume you has passed. The fire meant to burn you has instead refined you, making you stronger, sharper, and untouchable to future attacks. From this moment forward, your name will no longer be associated with loss or defeat. It will be a name spoken with reverence, as someone who overcame darkness by divine favor alone." And those who try to destroy you will become living testimonies of what happens when darkness dares to challenge the chosen. Archangel Michael says, "The shift that is happening around you is monumental. What once seemed like chaos without reason is being revealed as a perfectly orchestrated plan by heaven to deliver you from the clutches of destruction. Every setback, every closed door, every betrayal you endured, it all had to happen to expose the true faces of those who stood against you. There is a scene playing out right now in realms you cannot see. The ones who plotted against you are in a state of panic. They speak your name with trembling voices, their plans crumbling in their hands like dust. They have tried to call upon others to help shield them, but no one is answering. The alliances they leaned on have shattered completely. This is because divine justice cannot be bargained with. The terrible thing that happened to them was not a mistake. It was an unstoppable force of heaven correcting a deep imbalance. While they tried to dig a pit for you, they slipped into it themselves. The darkness they wished upon you turned into a consuming shadow in their own lives, leaving them desperate and alone. Archangel Michael says, "Your restoration has begun in secret, but it will end in glory. Behind closed doors, powerful voices are speaking on your behalf, working to return what was unjustly stolen from you. A reversal is happening that even the bravest darkness cannot stop. Soon, you will witness events unfold that seem almost unreal. People who once denied you opportunities will suddenly come forward with offers you never expected. Doors that were locked for years will swing open with ease. Those who doubted you will be forced to admit the truth, not because they want to, but because heaven leaves them no choice. The world will see you rise, but only heaven will know the depths of what you were delivered from. And you, standing in victory, will finally understand why you were guided to stay strong, why you were called to keep faith even when everything seemed lost. Your journey is not ending with survival, it is transforming into undeniable triumph. The wealth of blessings, love, and recognition that was withheld from you is rushing back like a floodgate bursting open. You are stepping into a realm of favor where nothing and no one can diminish your light. Archangel Michael says, "Even those who have yet to confess will be compelled to come forward. The lies they told will rot away in the light of truth. Attempts to rewrite the past will fail miserably. Justice will not stop until every wrong is made right and every shadow has been driven away from your destiny. And as this unfolds, your inner strength will magnify. You will not merely watch justice happen, you will feel it flowing through your spirit. The heaviness that lingered in your chest will dissolve into lightness, replaced with a clarity that sharpens your vision of the future. There is a great unveiling approaching, one that heaven has carefully timed for maximum impact. At first, it will feel like whispers, small revelations, fragments of conversations, hints of what is coming. But then, suddenly, everything will burst into the open. News will reach you that makes your hands tremble and your heart pound. You will see proof of how far the darkness went to destroy you, and you will see how much further heaven went to protect you. The evidence will be undeniable, the justice undeniable, and the victory undeniable. Archangel Michael says, "This is not a warning of fear, it is a trumpet of triumph sounding for you. The battle has been won, the victory is yours, and the era of darkness is over. You are stepping out of the shadows into a future filled with light, strength, and honor that no force of evil can challenge again. Archangel Michael says, "The weight of their betrayal is still hanging in the air, but it is no longer over you. It now crushes those who carried it out. Heaven has flipped the scales, and the very energy that once stalked your every step is collapsing inward on those who thought they had power over you. As they scramble in fear, trying to hold together their lies, pieces of their lives are falling apart. Businesses they built on deception are crumbling. Relationships they forged through manipulation are shattering. Even the people they convinced to stand against you are abandoning them, unable to endure the storm of justice descending upon them. There is one in particular, a person who once held the threads of your downfall in their hands. They led the attack, orchestrated the whispers, pulled strings behind closed doors. They believed no light could ever shine on their darkness. But Archangel Michael says, that person is now cornered by truth. They can no longer hide. Late at night, when the world is quiet, this person feels the weight of their choices crushing them. Sleepless nights plague their mind, as visions of their deceit return like haunting echoes. They know the unraveling has begun. They know their name will soon be tied to disgrace and downfall, not power and control. And heaven is not done. There is more coming, unexpected revelations that will strip away their remaining defenses. Letters, contracts, and recordings they thought were destroyed are resurfacing. People they once threatened into silence are stepping forward with courage born from divine guidance. The walls are closing in, and nothing can stop it now. Archangel Michael says, while they tried to destroy you, they unknowingly planted the seeds of their own exposure. Every act of malice they committed became a testimony that heaven now uses against them. What they thought would bury you has become the evidence of their undoing. But listen closely. This story is not just about their fall. It is about your rise. Heaven has declared that this is your season of emergence, a time when everything stolen from you will be returned in abundance. Opportunities long denied will reappear like doors you never noticed before. People who doubted you will now seek your guidance, drawn to the strength forged through these trials. Even strangers will feel compelled to help you, guided by unseen forces ensuring your elevation. Archangel Michael says, you were chosen not only to survive but to ascend to heights that no betrayal can touch. The terrible thing that has happened to those who plotted against you is the final barrier breaking. The path ahead is clear, and destiny is finally free to flow without resistance. You may soon hear apologies, some sincere, others laced with desperation. Forgiveness may be offered, promises of peace whispered. But heaven cautions you, be discerning. Not every outstretched hand is honest. Some will seek to regain access to the blessings they once tried to destroy. Trust your intuition, for it is being sharpened by divine wisdom. Heaven is granting you clarity to see past masks and recognize true intentions. Where once you second-guessed yourself, you will now stand firm, unshaken, knowing exactly who is for you and who remains trapped in deceit. Archangel Michael says, the light now surrounding you makes it impossible for darkness to approach unnoticed. Any attempt to harm you again will be exposed before it can reach you. You are no longer a target, you are a beacon of divine protection and power. And as you step into this new era, something extraordinary will happen. People who once watched you in silence, unsure of what to believe, will speak of your resilience. Your story will spread, not as a tale of victimhood, but as a testimony of unbreakable strength and supernatural deliverance. You will inspire others unknowingly trapped in similar battles. Your journey will become proof that no matter how fierce the enemy, heaven's justice cannot be stopped. The darkness that tried to consume you will serve as a lesson to all who witness your rise. Archangel Michael says, "This is why I have been urging you to open this message. It is not just information, it is preparation. Soon, the victory meant for you will manifest so clearly that even your enemies will acknowledge it. And when that day comes, you will not simply rejoice, you will stand transformed, untouchable, and forever marked by divine triumph." Archangel Michael says, "The heavens are still moving pieces you cannot yet see. The magnitude of what was plotted against you requires not just exposure but a complete dismantling of every chain tied to your name. This is why the revelations are coming in waves, each one peeling back another layer of the darkness that surrounded you. Even now, there are conversations happening about you in rooms you've never entered. People are trying to rewrite history, to lessen their guilt, to hide their hands in what was done. But heaven has ensured that the truth cannot be altered. Every whisper, every forged signature, every deceptive action has been recorded in the spiritual and earthly realms." Archangel Michael says, "You will soon receive a message, whether in a letter, an email, or a conversation, that will stun you. It will reveal names you didn't know were involved and actions you couldn't have imagined. This message will shake your understanding of the past but will also be the key that unlocks your complete freedom. As this unfolds, the terrible thing that happened to them will become clearer. Their fall from power will not be quiet, it will be public, undeniable, and swift. The same confidence they once had while plotting your destruction has turned into fear so deep it robs them of peace. They are losing control of everything they valued: influence, reputation, and the trust of those around them. One by one, their pillars of support are collapsing. Even their closest allies are fleeing, desperate to avoid being dragged down by the weight of judgment that is crushing the main orchestrators. Archangel Michael says, "This is the cost of touching what is chosen. The forces that tried to destroy you miscalculated, they underestimated your strength and ignored the divine shield that surrounded you. What they planned in darkness has become their own undoing. And as this storm dismantles their schemes, heaven is simultaneously rebuilding everything for you. Opportunities that were once stolen are not just returning, they are multiplying. What was delayed is being fast-tracked. Where you were silenced, your voice will soon be amplified in ways that reach far beyond what you ever dreamed possible. There will be a divine gathering, a moment where you are elevated into a space of recognition and honor. People you never met will speak your name with admiration, while those who tried to break you will be forced to witness your rise. It will be a moment of pure vindication, orchestrated so perfectly that only heaven could have planned it. Archangel Michael says, "This is why you cannot stop here. You must keep moving forward, keep your spirit prepared for what's coming. The victory has been secured, but it requires you to step into the light fully, leaving every shadow behind. Do not be surprised if, in the coming days, you feel unusual energy shifts around you. You might sense sudden peace where there was once turmoil or an unexplainable strength filling you even in quiet moments. These are signs that chains are breaking, that unseen battles are ending, and that you are stepping into a realm of divine favor no one can deny. Even dreams may begin to reveal glimpses of what's ahead, faces of those who wronged you, visions of gates opening, or flashes of light breaking through clouds. These are not random. They are confirmations that the heavens are preparing you for a reality that is already shifting in your favor. Archangel Michael says, "Take these signs seriously. They are not meant to confuse but to assure you that your victory is already echoing through the universe. The world will soon see what heaven already knows. You cannot be destroyed, and you cannot be denied. You will not have to fight for recognition. You will not have to beg for justice. It is being delivered to you like a sealed decree that no one can intercept. The downfall of those who try to destroy you is the final stamp on that decree, making it unshakable and eternal. When this chapter of your life fully unfolds, you will look back and realize that what felt like chaos was in fact divine protection in disguise. Every delay, every heartbreak, every betrayal, it was heaven redirecting you, keeping you safe from the ultimate trap that was set against you. Archangel Michael says, "Now, my child, step boldly into what has been prepared for you. The light surrounding you is brighter than ever, and no shadow will ever touch you the same way again. The worst has passed. The best is now being delivered straight into your hands.